Good morning, trainers. Welcome back to the channel. Guys, in today's video, I'm going to be giving you some last minute tips that could probably help you day one for Pokemon Champions. As you guys know, we are less than 48 hours away from the game releasing. Honestly, we don't have an exact time for the release, but we know that it will release April 8th, which is 2 days from now, and we know that the game also is likely to be lined up with the time, with the update times from Pokemon Unite, which is probably going to be, I believe, 1 a.m. So let's get straight into these tips, guys. It's not many, it's only a few, and the number one tip is going to be go to this website or any website with the complete Pokédex of the confirmed 176 Pokemon for the game. Rank it by filter the Pokemon by their tier and try to import to home some of these Pokemon. Try to prioritize. If you're not going to get the starter pack, you're only going to have 30 box slots. So you want to prioritize the top 10 to 15. I'm not telling you to do all 30 in one go, but prioritize the top 10 Pokemon, or let's do 12 because you need 2 teams of 6. Prioritize the top 12 Pokemon you're going to be sending to home once you have that chance, if you didn't already. So as you can see here in the S tier, we have Venusaur, which is predictable. Incineroar, the best Pokemon of all time. Supposedly, I think it's Mimikyu, but cool. We also have Archaludon, which some of you guys may not have if you didn't play Scarlet and Violet. And if you did play Scarlet and Violet, but you didn't get the DLC, you will not have this Pokemon either. It's not available yet in Pokemon Go, so you can't even get it in Pokemon Go and try to transfer over. King Gambit, another great Pokemon, definitely going to be meta defining, but if you don't play Pokemon Go and you didn't have Scarlet or Violet, you probably won't have this Pokemon. But Charizard is pretty common. Blastoise, Clefairy, Clefable, Cleffa, pretty common. You should have some of these. If not, Pokemon Go could help you very much so, because it's gonna be pretty common in eggs. Kangaskhan, I don't know how common this is to all games, but I know if you play Legend CA, you can get yourself a Kangaskhan. If not, Pokemon Go will probably be your answer. You can ask one of your friends to either trade it to you, because it is a regional, so it's not going to just be available in the wild. It is a regional, so you might have to either get it traded from a friend or do some mega raids when it's back in raids, which I don't think it's going to be in raids anytime soon, but I could be wrong. Politoed, Dragonite, Tyranitar, priority. Torkoal, Gardevoir, Milotic, Metagross, priority. Whimsicott, Aegislash, Excadrill, priority. Primarina, priority. Hatterene, priority. Oranguru, Sneasler, Basculegion, Ursaluna, Armorogue, all priority Pokemon. Sinestro, I don't know how this is in an S tier Pokemon, but Sinistcha, priority. Dondozo, priority. If you have these Pokemon, guys, Tinkaton, Palafin, Hydrapple, Alolan Ninetales, Gengar, these are all Pokemon that you should be considering sending to Go and taking up your 30 or 80 if you're gonna be like myself and spend that $7. I'm gonna have 80 box slots, and that's gonna get filled pretty quick, guys, because there's 176 Pokemon, I mean, some of these are not even going to be, meta defining or anywhere in the meta. You can play with any Pokemon you like. You can get wins with any Pokemon you like. But if you do run into someone that's running a meta team, you likely will take a L. Unless you can build a pretty decent team yourself. I'm not doubting any of you. But, yeah, guys, so let's go into my next tip, because that's enough of me telling you what to prioritize. That's on you. I don't know what Pokemon you guys have in your Pokemon home or in some of your game files. My next tip, though, which is a big tip, is going to be, if you don't, all of us who are going to be playing day one are Switch players, whether it's Switch 1 or Switch 2, it doesn't matter. We're all on the Switch. So you likely have a copy of Scarlet and Violet, but if you don't, my recommendation would be go grab a copy of Pokemon Scarlet or Violet, because those Pokemon in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, they are pretty much going to be all of the meta-defined Pokemon in this game. You will have the opportunity, guys, to catch over 650 plus Pokemon, and that's between the main game and the DLC. And you will have pretty much all of these Pokemon here. If you don't already have Legends EA, that's another place you can go get some of these, but it's definitely I think the dex was only like 230, 50, something like that. But it's all Pokemon from different generations, and I don't think many of them are in here, actually, because all of the megas are in here. But it's going to be a lot of Pokemon that you're not going to be able to get if you just rely on Legends EA. My best bet would be Scarlet or Violet, one of the two, or Pokemon Go, because Pokemon Go has pretty much all of these Pokemon in the game already. You can go out, catch a bunch of them, and send them to home. There is a drawback with Pokemon Home. With transporting, you have to charge your transporter. It takes like 5 days to recharge, or you can spend $10 to recharge it. Personally, I'm not spending $10 to recharge it. I will wait, and I will send it when I can. But luckily, I already play all of these games. I have, hard copies of Scarlet Violet, Legends EA, Brilliant Diamond, and Shield. Sorry, Pokemon Shield. So yeah, I have physical copies of these games already. So I have, like I said, most of these Pokemon. But Scarlet and Violet, to me, was where I shiny hunted the most. It's where I spent the most time in any Pokemon game to date, because it was just so many Pokemon. And like I said, I was preparing for not this game, but just for the next game, which we thought would come sooner than it did, Wind and Waves, which was end up being like 6 years later, but that's another topic for another day. Anyway, my number 2 tip would be, if you don't already own Scarlet or Violet and or have a Pokemon Go account, go create a Pokemon Go account and start catching a bunch of Pokemon, because it's going to be easy to get some of these Pokemon and transfer them over, and shinies of them as well. So that would be my advice to you guys. My third and final tip for you guys for this video, because I don't want it to be too long, it will be to have fun day one. Don't get too frustrated or stressed if things aren't going your way. If you don't have some of the Pokemon and you don't want to spend the money to get the 30 recruit tickets, guys, just take your time, build up your VP, as you go and recruit one at a time. Or maybe you can have a friend transfer you some, Pokemon to one of your save files. Maybe you can have a friend let you have access to their Pokemon Go account so you can transfer over some of the spares to your Pokemon home. That's just a thought. I'm not telling anybody to do anything that they don't want to do. But yeah, guys, that was just the video that I wanted to make today. A quick video. Make sure you go through this tier list and start to send over some of these Pokemon. I do have another video that's gonna come out tomorrow showcasing the team that I'll be using day one. I'm gonna be using multiple teams, but I'm gonna be showing a very beginner friendly team so you guys can either copy that exact team and use it, because it'll be a bunch of Pokemon that are easy to obtain, whether that's in Pokemon Go. Like, you can get any of the starters if you start playing Pokemon Go right now, because they have you choose a starter. So you can get any of the starters, the Kanto starters, I should say, any of the Kanto starters if you play Pokemon Go right now. And then it's all about getting the candies to evolve them to then send them to home. But yeah, guys, my advice would be start prioritizing exactly what Pokemon you're going to use, and look out for my video tomorrow showcasing the beginner friendly team that I'll be using day one. And then when we actually get to day one, that's what this next part of this video is going to be before I end it. When we actually get to day one, I'm going to be starting my stream between 4 and 5 p.m. Because I have work and I have to go. So I'm going to work. After work, I will be streaming around 4 or 5 p.m. and I'll stream for a few hours, but I do want to make content with some of my other teams that I've put together, and those will be different types of teams. They won't be so beginner friendly, but they won't be like, champion level tiers or S tier. They will be like intermediate level teams that someone who knows how to play Pokemon can get the gist of it, pick it up pretty fast, and start using that team to gain some wins. And then maybe I'll drop my team that kind of takes a little finessing to work. But with that said, I don't want this video to be too long. I'm sure it's already past 10 minutes, but hopefully not. It's your favorite professor, Oz with an A. I'm out. Peace.